This is the Neomi, the Pinsi that we took from Neomi Cruise to go scuba diving in Komodo National Park in Indonesia. She's at the pier in Labuan Bajo in this picture. When we first went to the boat, we did take a number of little speedboats to get out there because Labuan Bajo probably has a limited number of piers and most of the boats are anchored out in the harbor. The Neomi has the look and feel of an antique, but she's the most comfortable liveaboard that I have ever been on. I made another video of the dive deck if you're into that. And the video where we are swinging back and forth on our anchor, that was shot on my balcony on the Neomi at sunset. When I first started planning a trip to Indonesia, I significantly underestimated the size of the country. In comparison, Labuan Bajo is as far from Jakarta as San Diego is from Seattle. I started with this crazy idea that I would drive and take ferries to get there. I was going to be around the world in 80 days, but I was really only going to go within the same country because once I realized just how big Indonesia is, I tossed that idea out. Labuan Bajo is easy to get to. All you need to do is fly to the LBJ airport, which is also called Komodo. Buying domestic flights in Indonesia can be a little bit of a headache, so I'll make another story to talk you through what we did to make it work out, because obviously I've been there and I've come back again. A cab driver told me that Labuan Bajo means the natives' harbor or something like that. It might mean the natural harbor. I didn't completely understand him well, but it's something to the tone of the natural harbor. Cabs in Indonesia are plentiful. It's very easy to get around. There's an app called Grab, which is basically the same as Uber, but Grab is not used everywhere, just like Uber is not used everywhere. Labuan Bajo is a small town wrapped around a beautiful harbor that has the looks of somewhere that's about to get very busy. There are big plans for Labuan Bajo. A dirt road separated us from the rest of the local village, but construction equipment was toiling to transform everything into a proper resort. The downtown strip has basic essentials besides the pier. There's a grocery store, ice cream parlors, dive shops, dive repair shops, restaurants. I brought chocolate and fresh fruit with me onto the liveaboard, but I did not need that. Neomi Cruise's food options were diverse and fantastic. It also included chocolate cake and some really delicious fruits. And it was also basic enough for little old me to be excited while not being scared at the same time. The weather in Labuan Bajo in September was very hot and muggy. Despite fears of malaria and dengue, we walked down to the main strip and we got what we needed. It's probably about a 15-minute walk from where we had an Airbnb that was all the way up on the top of the hill. As far as you could be, it's a 15-minute walk to get into town. Data showed that tropical diseases do exist in Labuan Bajo, but I scarcely saw any mosquitoes. It's not wet like Bali or Costa Rica or the southern United States, but malaria and dengue are still issues there. I hope that this video has been helpful for anyone who's hoping to go visit Labuan Bajo someday. Toodaloo!